Time now for your forewarned weather with Garrett James.
Welcome back. Let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Garrett James, who joins us live from St. George with a look at the weather. How's it looking out there, Garrett?
Well, it's looking pretty wet out there across a lot of the Beehive State, and we're looking at some heavy snow, especially in parts of southern Utah at the present time. And I'll show that radar here in just 1 second. Let's go ahead and take a look. Winter alerts, we are tracking quite a few of them, mainly winter storm warnings, but we can see for Bryce Canyon, well, still winter weather advisory for right now. And then we can see for Logan and Ogden, also tracking winter weather advisories. Let's go ahead and take a look at the snow potential. We can see for the Wasatch north of I-80, around 5 to 10 inches going to be possible. Then south of I-80, 12 to 24 for the western Uintas and the Central Mountains, about 8 to 16 inches. And then the southern mountains, take a look at this, 1.5 feet of snow, up to 3 feet of fresh snow will be possible, as most of the moisture is to the south as of right now. But we are tracking widespread precipitation all across the state. We're seeing a lot to the north, a lot to the south, and a lot to the eastern portions of the state as well. A zoom into the north shows that it's mainly a valley, rain, and mountain snow type event once again. Hence why we're seeing a lot of these precip totals starting to accumulate in the southern mountains, and that is going to lead to an increase in avalanche danger. But we can see heavier snow bands right around the Cedar City area and right around the Bryan Head region, but we can even see a little bit of rain around the Moab area, but with a little bit of snow in the upper elevations out that way. Visibility as of right now, we can see they have been improving, but earlier they were down to about 1/4 mile, but thankfully that has increased. Travel impacts, we're seeing high travel impacts, and we can see just a couple little spots in central and northern Utah, but we can see in southern Utah and parts of central there are a widespread swath of high travel impacts as well as moderate travel impacts across the state. Let's go ahead and take a look at the futurecast. It does show that we are going to look at more mountain snow and a lot of valley rain, and that's going to continue overnight tonight, but we'll start to see it tick down just a little bit before starting to uptick once again by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon. So we'll be looking at more, I'd say, spotty snow showers being possible throughout the afternoon and evening hours on Wednesday, but by the time we get to Thursday, we'll be tracking a heavier band in the southeastern portion of the state. But notice you can actually see the center of low pressure right here, and that's going to be moving out of the area before our next round moves in by Saturday early in the morning, and it does show that heavy bands of snow could be possible after midnight going into the early hours of the morning, but by Saturday afternoon and evening we should start to dry up and clear up. And then for Super Bowl Sunday, things looking dry, so if you have any outdoor plans, I'd go ahead and keep them because the weather is actually looking pretty good for Sunday. However, one thing I do want to mention, we are tracking avalanche warnings for the southern portion of the state thanks to that heavy new coat of snow that is developing as we speak. And so we're going to be looking at high avalanche danger for the southern and southwestern portions of the state. Temperatures out there right now seeing a lot of 40s with a few 30s mixed in. 50 degrees at Lake Powell right now, but lows tonight show 37 Salt Lake City, 41 for St. George, 33 Kanab, 30 in Cedar City, 27 Beaver, 33 Delta, 24 Ely, 31 Elko. But we take a look at highs tomorrow, we can see 40s for the majority. For the Wasatch Front, we're going to be looking at 45 tomorrow with rainy conditions, then scattered rain, snow on Thursday, and isolated snow Friday. St. George even looking to potentially get into the snow action Friday night going into Saturday.